of the specifics of the arrangement, but it's enough to be able to work on, technically draw up and deal with the nature of what was agreed upon in the call between the two presidents, and there'll be people there who will be able to do that.
And then on the issue of the abducted children,
Yes.
this was brought up in the Zelensky call, according to that statement, but the administration has cut off the funding for the research into the abduction of these children, some 30,000, and there's reports that the data collected on these children could have possibly been deleted. Do you have any comment on the decision to terminate the funding and the whereabouts of the data?
Well, the funding has been cut based on the assessments that we've been making regarding a whole host of funding, if it worked within our framework of what was in America's interest. What I can tell you, though, is also that the conspiracy theory or the fear or whatever it was about data being deleted is untrue. So that is false. The data exists. It was not in the State Department's control. It was the people running that framework, but we know who is running the data and the website, and we know fully that the data exists, and it's not been deleted, and it's not missing. So that's the good news.
Why is it
yes,
not in
Michael.
America's interest to track?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Michael.
Tammy, you referred early on in your opening about a ceasefire would apply to energy and infrastructure.
Yeah.
The statement says agrees on a partial ceasefire against energy. It doesn't say anything about other types of infrastructure. Can you explain what specifically the partial ceasefire covers? And when it says energy, what does that mean specifically? Does it mean the electrical grid? Does it mean power plants? What really is covered by this ceasefire?
I think when we have technical teams moving to an area within days to discuss the technical aspects, we'll get those answers. But one thing that is clear is that, as I've noted, we've never been closer to the full ceasefire. As Envoy Witkoff noted last night, that it is just a short way away to a complete ceasefire. That is clearly the goal. The goal has been a ceasefire within which we can begin negotiations for peace itself. That has not changed. So this is, of course, as we know, this is an agreement. This agreement reflects us being closer to an end to this, and is really the first agreement that has created the potential of a de-escalation, which is what we want, and of course closer as a result to a full ceasefire so that this can end. The conversations between the parties involved, President Trump, the Secretary Rubio, Waltz, Witkoff, Kellogg, et cetera, multiple conversations to all the parties involved, and they've actually moved to the table in this regard through shuttle diplomacy, and so we've never been closer. So at this point, when it comes to the technical understanding, we'll learn that certainly in a few days, but this is the right trajectory brought to you by President Trump, and